All right, let's talk about a challenge that pretty much everyone faces, mastering our own time. Today, we're going to dive into some simple but really powerful techniques to help you go from feeling totally overwhelmed to actually being in control of your day. So, let's get right into it.
Does this hit a little too close to home? You know the feeling? You start your day with this huge to-do list, feeling ambitious. But then, by the end of the night, you feel like you've been running around all day, but you didn't really get anything important done. It's a super frustrating feeling, but the good news is it's a problem we can totally solve.
So why is this feeling so common? Well, let's meet the usual suspects. That quick check of social media that somehow turns into a 45-minute black hole of scrolling, or trying to answer emails while you're in a meeting. These are the little habits that are literally stealing our time. Just recognizing them is the first big step to taking back control.
Okay, so how would we actually fight back against these time thieves? The answer is all about building a foundational skill that can completely transform your productivity.
Time management. It sounds so formal, right? But at its core, it's a really simple idea. It's not about complicated apps or systems. It's just about shifting your mindset, from being reactive to everything that comes your way to being proactive. It's about you being the architect of your day, not just a passenger along for the ride. And the payoff for getting this right? It's huge. I mean, it's not just about getting more stuff done. It's about cutting down on that constant stress, gaining a sense of clarity, and, actually creating space for a balanced and fulfilling life.
But before you can manage your time effectively, you have to know where you're going. That's where goals come in. Think of them as the destination you're plugging into your GPS.
This slide just shows the difference so perfectly. A vague goal like, I want to study more, that's just a wish. It's not a plan. But a smart goal like, I will study for 1 hour every day at 7 p.m., well, that's a concrete plan. It's something you can actually do.
So with our destination set, it's time to map out the journey for the day. And this is where the real magic of planning comes into play.
And look, you don't need some complex color-coded spreadsheet system. Seriously. Daily planning can be as simple as taking 5 minutes before you end your day to decide on your priorities for tomorrow. It's a tiny habit that has a massive impact.
The whole process really just breaks down into these 3 simple steps. First, just do a brain dump. Get every single task out of your head and onto a list. Second, figure out what actually matters most. And third, take a guess at how long each thing will take. That's it. This simple little routine can be a total game changer for your productivity.
Okay, you've got your list. It's probably pretty long. Now comes maybe the most important decision you'll make all day. What are you going to do first?
This simple system cuts right through all that confusion. Because let's be real, not all tasks are created equal. Some things are basically on fire and have to be done today. Those are your high priority items. Others are important, sure, but they can wait if something comes up. And some can totally be pushed to another day without the world ending. And here is a major key. Match your energy to the task. For most of us, our brain power is at its peak in the morning. So use that prime time. Use it to tackle your hardest, most challenging task first. Get it out of the way, and you'll build incredible momentum for the rest of the day. So we've planned our day. We've prioritized our list. But what about that monster that gets in the way of even the best-laid plans? Yep, I'm talking about procrastination. Let's look at a few simple tools to help you defeat it. This is a really important question to ask yourself. Is it actually the task, or is there something deeper going on? Understanding the why behind your procrastination is the secret to finally overcoming it.
Procrastination almost always comes from one of these 3 places. You're afraid you might fail, you just don't feel motivated, or the task just seems so huge that you don't even know where to begin. Do any of those sound familiar? The good news is there are simple strategies to beat every single one of them.
So what's the deal with the number 25? This single number is the key to one of the most powerful productivity hacks ever invented.
This is the Pomodoro technique, and it is perfect for those big, overwhelming tasks. The logic is so simple. Anybody can focus on pretty much anything for just 25 minutes. It breaks the work down into these manageable little sprints, which makes it so much easier to just get started.
And for all those little tasks that clutter up your to-do list, try the 2-minute rule. The rule is simple. If a task pops into your head and you know it'll take less than 2 minutes, just do it, right then and there. This little habit keeps a mountain of small tasks from ever piling up in the first place.
So we've covered a lot of ground on tasks and getting things done. But the real goal of time management?
It isn't just to become a productivity machine. No, it's way, way bigger than that.
This is it. This is the ultimate goal. It's not just about optimizing your work. It's about creating the time and the energy to invest in the things that actually matter: your health, your relationships, your hobbies. It's really about designing a life that you genuinely love.
As you plan your day, you have to treat your personal time with the same respect you give your work. Seriously, schedule time for sleep, for exercise, for connecting with the people you love. This is the time you've earned back, so make it a priority. Protect it.
And that brings us to the question that really matters. As you start to master your time, you're going to find yourself with a surplus of the most valuable thing in the world. So how are you going to invest it? The answer to that question, well, that's what will define the life you create.